Fortunately, as we have seen in the last 20 years, we've got some remarkable new diseases which medicine cannot even conquer. So of course one of these is the HIV or AIDS, which is generally spread through two sources, that is sexual activity and drug use because of the contaminated needles. Of course we have other diseases also, but this one has spread around the world and grown enormously in all countries of the world, not only India, but civilized countries like America and Australia have very high rates of this disease also. People have tried to make vaccines or whatever to solve this problem, but this will not be a real solution. One of the problems, of course, is that the virus or whatever it is can mutate very quickly and make resistant strains. So no matter what you do, you will never have a real cure. So the real cure actually is ourself. We have to learn how to conduct ourselves properly. Then we can have a solution. The solution is very difficult, and even in the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna says, yes, it is too difficult, I cannot do this. It is too difficult to control the senses, too difficult to control the mind, even I cannot do it. And of course Arjuna is highly qualified because he's the best friend of Krishna, and Krishna is the supreme controller. So the Krishna replies and said, well, if you want to accomplish anything, you're going to have to control your senses. You're going to have control. And you can do that if you practice. So you have to have determination, you have to have practice, and you have to have vairagya, proper environment, which does not encourage you to go in the opposite direction. So if our education system does this, it provides and encourages, and all these are very important for training the person. Of course, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is emphasized that all of this training should take place when one is young, from the age of 5 years old. Because what you learn when you're young, that goes with you the rest of your life. If the society can actually start to educate people in this way, to show that traditional values actually are necessary now, and to show that sense control and worship are necessary parts of life, then we can hope to change the tragic situation. If we simply find some temporary solutions, it may be like giving aspirin for a headache, but it doesn't really solve the problem. Ultimately, of course, Krishna says, the only way we're going to control the senses ultimately is if we have a higher taste. Therefore, Krishna says the solution is that we go for spiritual life. If we get satisfaction there, which is not temporary and which is eternal, then we can give up the lower pleasure. So that is why I said we should control the senses, but we should also worship. We should have a sense of spiritual life. And from that, the Atma will get its satisfaction.